Hello, welcome to Chaos Entropy episode 33. We're recording this the day after 32, so hopefully they both get released same week or in the similar time frame.
Oh yeah, today is August 1st. I forgot to say in the last one what day it was.
Oh yeah, August 1st.
Yesterday was the day before.
And let's get into it. So, you got anything you want to share, or you want me to just
You can
take it?
start. Yeah, you can take it away.
Alright, well, let's start off with the crazy ass. This entire month, I don't know if it was last month that was Dr. Disrespect, but now like what? It's like,
That was last month, I think,
was it last month?
or the beginning of this. Like it feels far away now because of
But
how
now it's
much.
what? It's Ava Chris Tyson.
Yeah, it's her month. It's her.
It's everyone's getting. But like this one's
It's a bingo
interesting. It's
card.
like this one's like I saw that bingo card. Didn't people say like Jeffrey Epstein is January?
Well, that wasn't this year, but I think the joke was this year alone was each month was a person already.
Oh yeah, like P Diddy was in there too.
Yeah. Like anyone like big enough that has a name and they did, similar acts of stuff.
Man, but this entire Ava Chris Tyson thing is just like it's a fuse.
Oh yeah, it's
Cause now not only did they get exposed, it's now like it's now blowing up Mr. Beast's entire thing.
I mean that's the only reason people are looking at Mr. Beast right now. I'm assuming.
Yeah, now people are really looking under him under a magnifying glass, and a lot of stuff is still need to look a bit more into it. But from what I understand, like
Yeah.
he's been like, I mean, he said that his videos are fake. I know
Wait,
he
what?
said his videos are not fake.
Oh.
In my opinion, I don't really care. But I mean, it's one thing to say they're not fake, and then they are fake, and then say that they're not fake. I don't think anyone really cared if they were fake or not. But I think the problem is when they. No, I think the main problem here is like they're comparing it to basically they're operating under the same logic, like the same reasons that game show operates.
Yeah.
But they're not following the same regulations. Therefore, they're reaping the rewards without playing with the rules. And I think that's one of the actually, and it's also like this other. Apparently, like all like videos talking about this, they're getting hit down by his lawyers or like his teams. They're taking down videos talking about this. So good luck. Good luck.
Wait, so was that a problem though that they thought his stuff was fake? I never considered that even like an issue or something.
It's a problem when he says, because like there's also other stuff, like especially the main problem is when it relates to the like when there was a competition.
Yeah.
Here's the the biggest one. So like it's like I invited like 100 people to do this and that. The problem with some of those videos is some of the guys in there are actually employees of Mr. Beast.
Oh.
And sometimes they rig it or they change it so that the employee is the one in the finals or is in
Oh yeah, yeah. But they
so they're
don't do
not
that
real
anymore.
people. But they it happened.
Oh, it hasn't recently?
I don't know about recently. The problem is that it's happened.
Oh, but I mean, I guess I never considered that like an issue because at first it was
Like these are
mostly
people winning prizes.
no. At first though, it was mostly the people with him, like in
No,
the
no,
chat.
no. We're not talking about like I built a Lego car and drove it.
Oh,
No, we're
I
talking
know you're
about
talking about like the
we're
actual
talking
like
about
prizes, like
I
people actually winning stuff. Yeah.
I'm talking about like it's a public it's like a public competition, right?
Yeah.
It's a public competition, and people go in there to obviously win the prize money. But he rigs it. This is the rig because he plants his own employees to win it. Like for example, there's this one guy that they acted like was a completely random, and he's been like participating in like the past like in like 3 consecutive competitions, right? And they act like he's a completely random guy, but then they found out that this guy actually moved out near him like a couple months prior to those videos,
Yeah.
and he's an actual employee, like he's employed by Mr. Beast, but they act like, and he got, I think he got on to win the competition. So if you don't see the problem here is he's giving away prize money that ultimately goes back into his company via his employees.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So I mean, it's just kind of, I don't know, but the funny thing is that this all stemmed from like the entire Ava Chris Tyson thing. Um, now, actually, did you hear how like what's it called? Like his Discord
He has a
things
Discord.
got leaked.
Oh. Oh,
Well,
yeah,
there was
I
a
thought you meant,
Discord, and they got. You didn't hear about this?
no, I'm in the black with everything.
Well, the Discord leaked, and he had like a lot of weird messages in there. But recently, and they were posted online. But recently, like a couple hours ago, or maybe like
Oh,
recently
that
today,
recent? Oh, crap.
they got taken down. They got taken down. In fact, the sites that were hosting it got sent a cease and desist.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's actually crazy.
yikes, yikes.
I mean, I I never paid too close attention with that stuff, mostly because I just never cared. But you know,
I mean,
drama's
no
drama.
shit. You think I watched Mr. Beast?
No, but it's just I guess, I mean, after all, when you're
This is like
that,
the same thing with like Doctor. I don't watch
I
Doctor
guess when you're
Disrespect. I
that
just hear
big,
it.
it's easy to become a target, and everyone looks into your stuff. I mean, good or
But
bad.
yeah, I
Like
mean, this is
people
just
look into people just because if you're big enough, you're that visible. People are gonna find stuff. It's funny how much people find. Like people, they always seem corrupted. Every goddamn one they look into.
yeah.
I mean, oh man. I mean the Ava Tyson thing is. I don't. I mean that she was probably,
The Sunny V2 thing is pretty funny.
yeah. He was right all along.
How will this affect Mr. Beast?
Yeah. How will this? How dare you say that?
And it legitimately did affect him. So
With like without thinking. Yeah. It's crazy.
how will this affect Mr.
I
Beast?
don't know what they're
And
gonna do. You know, after with all this stuff happening.
nothing.
I mean, they kicked Ava Tyson whatever out of the team.
Oh yeah, it was pretty funny because like
He was
she was
like,
like,
I don't. He basically
we
made it seem
made
like
a
he had
mutual
no.
decision. Yeah, we
Yeah.
made a mutual decision to let
He
me go from the
he
company.
also
And then immediately he said, "Nah, I kicked you
yeah,
out."
Mr. He was like, he was kicked out, and it seemed like I don't have enough time to look into it, so I have an investigation team look into it for me.
That's pretty
I'm like, I'm
funny.
too busy making millions on the. I'm too busy making this 90-day video that take 1,000 hours. Don't get me wrong, I like those videos, but if it comes at the cost of him doing some shady stuff behind the scenes. I met Mr. Beast, like you said, with the like, wait, how recent was this gambling stuff that they
This
found?
gambling stuff. I gotta look more into it, but
Oh, okay.
they found out like
What did they find exactly? Like like videos, picture, like log files, like.
the gambling. I have to look more into it
Oh,
because like
okay.
all of it came out like at the same time.
Yeah, people were just reacting, I guess.
Yeah, I think that guy upper echelon had something posted.
Oh,
Oh, did you see the other video from him
no, I
about
haven't.
the Yasuke thing that I sent?
Oh, that no, I haven't seen it, but uh, I've watched a lot more people talk about it though in general.
Damn, you gotta watch that one. You gotta watch that one. Stop watching your rage baiting ones.
No, it wasn't. People were just talking about the situation, because
Bro, that one.
I was just confused only because I didn't get. I mean, you told me the last podcast or whatever. Not, I mean, the other podcast. But since then, I was like, I still don't see like. I see what the problem is, but to the extent people have that much of a problem.
I mean, it's not even about the game anymore. It's
That's
just,
why
it's
I meant.
literally
Now it's more than just it's like they.
watch the damn video, man. Watch the damn videos.
Why? What exactly does he explain?
It literally explains like this entire idea around it
Oh,
was. It's literally like this guy. He literally just he basically played the entire world. Anyone who believed this, he basically it's I made shit up and the world believed it and took it as a fact. If this
um,
one guy can do it, like how many other people can do it too?
yeah. I mean, so what do you think they're doing going forward? They haven't said they're canceling or
I
anything.
don't know. I mean, they're obviously not going to cancel
I
it,
know.
but
I'm
it's
just.
just funny how this guy like was able to influence all of this.
Yeah. It. I mean, I bet. I feel like it'll actually be a good game though. Hopefully.
I don't know. I think it's just going to be like
Hopefully it's
the
not like.
recent Assassin's Creed
If it
games.
is, I'll be really sad because like no one talks about
I mean,
Mirage.
we've already seen how it plays. It looks like every other the
That is
past two
true.
Assassin's Creed
Who
games.
makes it again? Which the people who
I don't
made
know.
um oh my god, with the twins, I forget which Assassin's Creed that is. The one in 2015. Oh well. I think they made it. Cuz I forget which company made which cuz Mirage was made by somebody. I don't know. I still have to buy Mirage cuz I'm still playing them, so
You're gonna play Mirage?
yeah, I still want to.
Oh my god.
I'm still a fan to an extent. I still have you know what's funny? The one surprisingly, I like Oh, that's what Syndicate. I liked Syndicate more than Unity, and I don't know if it's like the game itself. I just preferred like Unity. Like the parkour was fun and all, but the story was just it was so weak. I was like, I never cared
Unity.
about Arno. I was like, this is boring.
Damn, you find something boring?
Yeah, I'll go back to Unity, and I realized like the parkour was like top notch, but even then I was like, it's not my game. Black Flag will always be my game, or AC3, more so than
Oh,
even the Ezio trilogy. But I think that's just because, um, I mean, I did play. Revelations was out when I first got into Assassin's Creed. I think that was the first one really, and I love that game. But ever since then, AC3 it's been up there as well.
oh.
Have you ever? So you never really played a lot of them, right?
No, I'm not really that much of an Assassin's Creed guy.
I'm surprised. I mean, well, maybe
I
I'm not
played every
surprised.
other game.
I thought you would like those type of games. Well, at least the
I
early
just
ones.
want to kill people.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at the same time, around the early Assassin's Creeds, I was also playing Red Faction and probably Mercenaries 2. I played all those games around the same time in the early 2010s, and then you know what's funny? I was watching someone do a review of Mercenaries 2 that came out this year, or like within the year. I was like, oh, someone's actually talking about that game, and they were just talking about the whole history behind it, and just you know the fact that this game exists and no one talks about it, except the comments like, "This was my life back then as a kid. This game."
Uh,
This game was everything. I was like, oh, my people. I was like, the same people that know about this game. There's a lot of games that people forget exist, especially when their companies are shut down.
I don't know. I mean,
Like, oh my god, I forget who makes it, but that EA company was shut. EA shut down every goddamn company.
Visceral.
Yeah, I think. Wait, was it Visceral? No, it was someone else. But it was an EA game. It was.
Speaking of shutting down, I mean, they're not about to shut. Have you heard about the Destiny stuff?
Oh, I thought you were about to say the Xbox Live store.
What? Oh no.
How
I
that shut
mean,
down recently. I
yeah,
like how
I shut
us
down
PlayStation.
yesterday.
I like how PlayStation, like when it was about to be
They were
shut
gonna
down,
shut. They were
and
gonna shut it
then
down, but then people said, like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And then they
and
were like, "Okay, never mind."
I guess no one for Xbox had the same sentiment. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
I guess Microsoft couldn't care less. Like PlayStation was like, you know what? We're gonna go back then. We're gonna leave it, and everyone was like, hooray! And then Xbox was like, we're gonna shut it. Not one word. People were like, rest in peace. That's it. People were like, rest in peace.
Yeah.
I, I, except people had such a fondness for that as well, and yet I didn't see like people like saying anything like leave it, or they were like R.I.P. immediately. They were like maybe because they know it's Microsoft,
Yeah.
and they're like, no, we're shutting it down.
But oh man.
What were you saying about
Yeah,
Destiny
that's
thing?
a
Oh yeah,
shame.
they
Destiny.
lost. What's the percentage of employees they lost recently?
I know the exact number. 225.
Yes, I remember the.
And
I
then
remember
I
the
think
percentage.
100. People say it was like 17%.
Yeah, something like I thought it was 22%. I thought maybe 17.
They.
Now is that
Well, here's the thing. Wait,
what
what?
the people that they lost were like, was it different departments of the studio, or
I don't know.
I mean I assume,
We'll
but
have to, actually, we'll have to look into that here.
it just sucks. I mean, people say, oh, this happens all the time,
I
which
assume it's across the board.
people were like, it's pretty normal, and I'm like, not to the extent Bungie has had in the last year.
I mean, after what, Final Shape? I mean, a part of me, like, kind of called it too. I mean,
Well, they said even after like
the company
success,
is being crushed.
yeah.
Like, the company is being crushed. Like, the amount of success Final Shape had to have would, like, it'd have to do, like, even beyond
Oh, okay.
success
It seemed like
to
it did really good though. I
it
mean, that's.
did, but not enough to save the company.
But people said it's actually, they were like, it's normal that they layoffs after even success. I'm like, but to what extent? I'm like, that seems that
Well, I
doesn't
mean,
seem
here's
very
another thing.
normal.
Okay, yeah, 225, and then what's it called? Did you hear about how Sony is now like taking in some employees from Bungie, and there's like what 115
Yeah,
slots or whatever taken. What people what people don't realize is like yeah, it's 225 laid off, and then 115 were hired by Sony or picked up by Sony. But here's the thing, it's not 115 of those 225. They lost 225,
yeah.
and then wait, I thought never mind. They lost 225, and then another 115 got picked up from Bungie.
Yeah,
So in total, they lost what, like, wait, was it 115? People say it was a close to, so Bungie basically lost close to 400 people.
yeah. It's pretty sad.
Which
It's
is what, like, and then people say like that's like 40%.
how are they making like more Destiny content and also uh
Okay, and that's another thing.
marathon?
Destiny content. What have you been hearing about Destiny?
It seems like for I've been getting not updates, but like I get shows all the time about like new content, and I'm like, God damn, they're on a roll or something. Like with the episodes,
Is
and
that what you've been hearing?
well, I haven't watched any videos. I just see that they've been putting out like all those like episodes, and like it seems like more content than usual than the
There's
last
only
seasons.
four. There's only four content, like four episodes, right?
Oh well, they seem like they're
There's
coming out
no.
quick. Oh,
There's no more expansions. There's
oh,
only four episodes,
I thought there is another
and
expansion.
no,
There's
they're not doing expansions anymore.
they they had that with the next or I guess it's not expansion. I thought it was I guess those are episodes. They announced like the
What, like they're
years.
going back to the what the
I don't remember what it's called. They
Frontiers?
announced like the
Nobody
next
knows what that
year's.
is.
Oh, I assumed it was an expansion because
They
they
said
made
that
it seem like one.
they said that they're done with expansions, right?
Oh, they did. They might. I just don't remember. I mean, I don't know if people had a problem with expansions. I mean, maybe they did. Maybe the price point. Maybe.
I don't think that's the problem. I mean, they just out of nowhere said they're not doing
Oh,
expansions.
I swore that Twab or whatever that the Vidoc, I mean, made it seem like the next year, like this is what's coming, and I was like, oh, I guess that's the
I mean,
years.
yeah, I don't know. Something is coming, but it's not. I don't think it's
You
expand.
know what
I
I'm
mean, I
talking
could be
about though.
wrong.
They mentioned a name for
Yeah,
one of them.
Frontiers. They call
Yeah.
it Frontiers.
Oh, so maybe that could just be more episodes.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. You're under the impression that episodes is what it's.
Episodes
It's more
seemed
content
like they
than
were seasons, but they're bigger.
seasons, but more. Well, here's the thing. It's not even that. At least from what I'm hearing, it's literally like bare bones stuff.
Is that why they're coming out quicker?
No, that's not even what I heard. It's like
Well,
every
cause
3 weeks something happens.
because it seems like compared to seasons like these episodes, like the next episode came out already within like, or maybe it's the same length as seasons, but no, it's 4 seasons and episodes was only 3, or no, maybe it was 4. I have to look into
Here,
that.
let me see.
Yeah, you said it was Frontiers, but then there was something right after that. They were like, we won't talk about it yet, but here's this.
Uh,
My control is not being picked up, is it?
no, I don't hear anything.
Okay.
Here, let me try to find. Well, basically, I mean, if I can, here, let me get into a safe spot so I can actually dig into this. There's no actual, it's not really that much different from seasons.
Oh, it
If
is.
anything, I heard someone said, like, there's the problem with episodes is that the story sucks. Or, like, it's
Aw.
not interesting. The story sucks. Um, and what else? I got shot.
I was like, what happened to you?
Sorry, I'm actually playing a hard game. And what else? So the story sucks, and they have to do like they have to wait like 3 weeks for something.
Oh.
Someone compared it to having to wait. Here, let me fucking search up that. Sweatical also like commented on it.
Oh.
Doopa 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 da.
Oh, have you seen, well, no, I'll let you talk about your thing still.
No, no, keep talking.
I'll, have you seen the, Black Ops 6 stuff that's been happening?
No.
With, Milo, Miss Waffles going dark for 2
I
weeks
don't,
from
I
a
don't
stream.
understand what happened with that.
He was at the end of a stream. He heard a noise. His house went pitch black, and the stream just ended. And then for 2 weeks, he was gone. And people were like, "Oh my god, they got him!" They're like, "Black Ops 6 got him,"
Really?
because he was looking into like these codes that he's been getting, but we don't know if they were fake or not, or just some like amazing user that just made up his own cipher just for fun. And then out of nowhere, like he goes dark for 2 weeks. He says he's good like a week later, and that's all he says. And now he's on like a race. He just went to DC because he's deciphering messages and that they're after him. And I'm like, this is the best marketing strategy.
I've had the same time as you about what happened to Mr. Lex.
Oh, with his girlfriend or ex girlfriend.
A lot of weird stuff was happening, man.
Oh yeah, it happened. People. What's his name? Freaking Noah J. He did the same thing on his stream, but no one else has done the same as Mr. Waffles.
Milo.
Yeah. He's like in
Oh,
DC,
okay, yeah.
like getting briefcases and stuff.
So this guy said the episode story model is the equivalent of pausing a movie just to watch 10 minutes of it every other month.
Oh, damn.
The fact she's revealed now we have nearly a month to wait is fucking crazy. Yeah, it seems like the pacing sucks.
That sucks.
But yeah, now like everything's being called into question again,
Huh.
which I'm not surprised. I mean, even though Final Shape was good, it still doesn't change, like, you know, like they're basically Final Shape was just like a break from all the bullshit, and then kind of just end up at the same, the
Yeah,
same point, the same problem before Final Shape.
that's interesting.
And guess what? I told you all. I told everyone. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I haven't touched Destiny in a while.
I don't touch Destiny at all.
I know.
That game's disgusting. It's been ruined.
Is there any other news about Destiny or
Oh hell yeah. I think the company's gone, man.
Bungie in general?
Well, I mean, everyone knew this. It's just because, like, I don't know, like, I don't know what people expected. I don't know what is like realistically could happen.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're
but yeah, that's.
staying some barely afloat by Sony's strings.
Oh yeah, people are now saying like they're going to be assimilated into Sony now. So,
Doubt
ouch,
sucks.
ouch.
Yeah, ouch.
But yeah, that's all I have. I was right.
I was. That's all I have. That's all
I
I needed
mean,
to say.
yeah, pretty much.
Um, what other news?
I mean, you got no input. You got no input on your beloved franchise.
Not really. Mostly
Damn,
because I mean, I care, but not like I'm just sad more than I'm not even. I'm just sad. I'm just
be
that a
sad.
franchise I really did love has sort of gone to the wayside, even with
It's
an
over.
incredible final shape or whatever, incredible expansion that didn't help the franchise sadly.
Well, not the longevity of it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. um, man, now I'm curious what they can or will do.
Nothing.
uh,
That's what they'll do. Nothing.
I was gonna say there's the Olympics thing, but to be honest, it's not that long of a talk about it. It's just
I don't really care about the
well,
Olympics.
there's a couple things. My favorite part of it is that the metal band Gojira did the opening ceremony. It was the most metal thing I've ever seen in my life. I was so happy for them. They're a French metal band. That
I hate French.
they did a song, a cover of like the famous French song with the like a singer. And they had the headless
You just sent me a
Marie
message.
Marie Antoinette, no, with them. Like they're on like the tower, like the castle where she died, where they cut her head off, and they used like a fake version of her with her head in her hands. It was the most
Oh,
metal thing ever. They literally played at like a castle. They at like in
interesting.
the windows, the most metal version of this operatic song, and people were like losing their minds. And yet, sadly, the dichotomy of that, and then you have these people doing a Last Supper type of
Oh, wow.
weird. I don't know how. I mean, I just think it's like
I can't believe you care about that.
it's more. I don't care in a religious sense. I care in I don't get what they were going for. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Like,
I mean,
I,
here's the thing.
what
I
did they
mean, if you're
think?
gonna do something like that, at least like be honest. Like, they're trying to dodge it and say that they weren't.
They had
It's
no
not supposed to
idea.
depict. It wasn't supposed to depict last. Come on, man. Like, even the actors
There's
were saying,
only
yeah.
one image that looks like that.
Like,
Also,
yeah.
they
So,
the opening ceremony they had the flag upside down.
oh yeah, I heard. I mean, yeah, it's kind of funny.
Like
Yeah,
that's insane. They were
it's pretty
like,
weird.
the guy in charge, like, I'm sorry, I didn't know this would happen. I'm like, what? I'm like, how did everything go
You
so wrong? I'm like,
lied.
how did everything...
Didn't know that would happen.
Oh yeah, people were surprised that these South Korean the shooters, the ones who were the marksman stuff, they won, and they were like, "What? Not America."
Yeah, that just makes no sense to me.
There was a guy that didn't use his the eyepiece, like the aperture and all that stuff,
Yeah,
and he won like silver. And people were like, he won silver on purpose. He didn't want to win gold because it would be too suspicious.
they knew he would be a hitman.
Also, there was South Korean these table tennis players and North Korean table tennis players that took a selfie together, and everyone's like, they're coming together. They're coming.
Yeah.
It's just funny seeing North Korea and South Koreans together. It's like,
Oh no, I no, I saw that one. I heard people were like, say goodbye to that North Korean team. They're gone. They're gone.
no, that's not true. I mean, the government hates, but it's not the people, you know.
I know, but that's the joke.
I didn't even realize they were. It's funny how North Korea could be there, but people who are warring cannot unless you go to another country. Because there's Russian players that aren't for Russia, so.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah. Those are for a different
Like you're a Russian.
like well, I
You're
don't know.
pro
Actually,
Russia.
my family I think might be Polish.
You're pro
They're
Russia.
like Polish and
He's a communist.
oh no, what will I do?
Kill him.
Immediately.
My fellow Americans.
My fellow Americans, he's a communist kill.
My fellow Americans.
I was watching a documentary about the last 5 US presidents, each one meeting Putin throughout the years when Putin got in office, and like what their discussions between them throughout the years. It's very interesting.
You know, I also met with Putin.
Sick.
Who the fuck keeps on messaging me, man?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
um, what was I gonna say? I
You
forgot now.
watch the
I watch like clips here and there. I mean, it's somewhat fascinating, but it depends on the sport.
huh? We're completely
I
apparently
think
like
you're able to. It's live stream. I think like on NBC.com. I think or something like. I tried getting it, but we don't have any channels because we don't. We do streaming services in my family now, so except Peacock because there's nothing on
huh.
Peacock. We have Paramount Plus, but that's because my dad loves the new Star Trek stuff, so
I've never watched Star
he
Trek.
loves it. I mean, I've seen some episodes. I'm like, oh, they really got better at these shows. Like, they look awesome. They have the budget for like these type of shows.
Are you sure about that?
It's probably better since it's not regular television anymore, where it has to be like 20 something episodes. Which I'm gonna be honest, I miss those days of watching shows where it was that long. It was literally, I felt like it was literally like half the year. It
Huh?
was half the year I could dedicate to one show. I was like, awesome. I'm like, so there's that. I'm trying to think. If there was any other big news? There hasn't been any new information with any other streamers, right? Like any
Nope.
big.
I'm surprised you haven't heard. I thought we were gonna talk more about that, but apparently you didn't even hear about that.
Nope. I've been not
That's
look.
like all that's went on the internet.
I
Oh, and then
I get none
well,
of it
like
on my feed.
Critical is gone now.
Who?
Penguin,
Oh, we mean he's gone.
Penguin Z0. He's taking a break from the internet.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, after he like debated Sneeko,
oh,
and
he
then
did. Oh,
yeah,
I haven't seen that.
and then well, they both said some pretty stupid stuff.
Sneako's that. I never watched a lot of his stuff, but he always comes out
I
looking dumb.
don't watch him at all because he's an idiot.
Okay, that's true. Okay, because every time I see him talk, he seems like he comes out not looking good for
Shit,
himself.
you don't say. That's putting it lightly.
I saw more what's his name? Destiny stuff, talking to who
You
was
watch
it?
Destiny?
Uh not the game, but uh
Babu Fring?
who was he? Not the he wasn't he was just having a conversation about
James
I
Bond.
forgot who's that? Those two guys who talk to those girls like every week. They bring in girls and they talk. The guy who's like his background's like CIA or whatever.
Russian Fit?
Yeah, yeah. He was talking to them recently in the last
No,
couple weeks.
wasn't he? He's FBI, right?
Yeah, I totally forgot what it was.
He's
Yeah,
FBI
but it was
or
fascinating because his back. Yeah, it was FBI, I think, or
he's FBI. No, not
I
CIA.
thought it was
FBI.
because he had like he did like
FBI or maybe Homeland. Maybe he's a Homeland.
okay, maybe it was Homeland. It was more like security based stuff or something.
Yeah, no, he definitely worked for the feds.
Yeah, and but I loved his takes were interesting just because like he has like knowledge of how to go about learning this stuff or how he would go about understanding it. And he's a fascinating guy though. I like how way he talks. I don't watch the main show, but it's not
I
for
think he
me.
has to be like a part of him has to not like he can't be as dumb as he puts
Oh no,
himself
because people
out,
are like,
right?
man, I thought you were somewhat dumb most of the time watching your
No, I think it's gotta be a character, right? Because
to
no
an
one could be
extent.
that. You're telling me that, yeah, like it's gotta be.
Because when he's talking with the girls and stuff, like that's a different him.
That's gotta be. That's a character.
I mean, you can't be your old like Homeland Security type of
You're
mentality.
telling me they let people like that in Homeland? Actually, never mind. I can't even say that. Look at the Secret
I was
Service.
about to say
Never mind. I guess
he
they're just
left
not
it
as.
for was it YouTube and stuff, right? So
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to me, it would be insane. Like he has a good paying job that I assumed he liked.
I mean, I think he makes more now, but I
I
mean, I
mean,
guess.
is that the
I
main?
guess.
I mean, I thought he said he liked it for a long time, or I forget the reason why he truly. Maybe it could be money, maybe because of the hours, maybe because he had something else to talk about in life. He was like, "This is one part of my
Maybe he
chapter of
just made
life."
more money in this,
He
and
might
then.
have, but I would. I mean, I assume Homeland type of like government money is okay. I mean, you're
Oh yeah,
secure.
it's your stable.
Yeah,
Stable.
I think
Whenever
people
you
are in those jobs
private.
because it's stable more so than anything.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is I don't blame them. But then you have Secret Service people. But then you had the guy in charge of this, not the woman, but the other one under her,
Oh yeah, the acting
or the
director now.
oh yeah, the actor. Yeah. He was like, "I'm sorry for every stuff." Like, I'm like,
But
bro.
they were like grilling him too now.
I'm like, but he wasn't the acting. I mean, they should grill anyone in charge, I guess. But
They should grill everyone.
what have you done?
They should replace me. I am now Secret Service.
What have you done?
You
That's.
were in Quezon. You were at Point Quezon.
Did you see that Trump was at like a black uh foundation or something? He was talking to like some black foundation, and it was just it was a little cringe some parts. I
I
don't
didn't hear
remember
about that.
the exact wordings and things, but it's just funny when he's it's funny when he's talking to like certain type of groups of people specifically, and the way he talks to people. It's just Trump. He's like, this is the way I talk. It's like, this is the way I talk to anyone. I'm a
Oh,
70-year-old man. I will talk to anyone like everybody else. I mean, at least it's not like Biden who goes to black colleges and said you're still like basically enslaved or something.
did he say that?
he was saying how you're still like your position in America is basically the same as if you know like the next power will keep he like put them down basically, and I'm like that's really
Oh,
messed up. Like we live in a time where they are not like that anymore, and he's acting like they should be thinking that way still, like that mentality. I'm like that is insane.
well,
I'm like if that's how you get their vote, that's crazy.
apparently, like Kamala Harris is actually catching up, or like apparently now she's like past Trump or something.
I've heard, but I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're a Democrat and you see someone else that's not Biden right now, like I don't know her chances of winning necessarily, but she's a lot. She's probably gonna be higher than Trump. I mean, sorry, higher than Biden ever was. It's fascinating the people who actually support her. I'm not saying like
I don't know. I mean,
because what I meant from her talking points. I'm always like, I wouldn't want her as president, but that's solely based on what she has said, which is very few and far between as vice president. I mean, I've only seen her like 5 times in public or something.
yeah, like that's the funny thing. She hasn't. It was always Biden talking.
And when, yeah, which is, if you consider that talking, no, I'm joking. Yeah, it's funny. That debate makes me laugh every time. Those clips of him like looking like away and just like he's like not even there.
Yeah, I mean,
It makes me laugh, but also scared. I'm like, oh my god, wait, he's the acting president still.
yeah, that's what a lot of people don't realize.
Like, I hope people realize like that debate showed like this was the president you put into office.
I mean, that's just the state of the country. You know, people don't really care about. Um, well, you know, people only really care what they want to care about, and they tend to ignore everything else.
Are you voting at all in general or no?
I don't know. Pretty lazy, so
You can mail in if you believe in that.
I'm fucking lazy.
No.
Way too lazy.
I like how the online discourse is like mail-in's not. You can't do that. It doesn't work. It's not real vote. It's.
I don't know.
I'm like, I think it's part of the. If you're allowed to, I want to trust it for once. I'm also lazy. I don't know where my nearest. I'm not doing that ever again. I hated that. They were yelling at me. I'm like, I'm never
What the
voting in
hell were
person.
you? I just showed up. They gave me a sticker, and
They
I
lost
just
their
voted.
minds on me. It felt like they were gonna like
What were you doing, key?
arrest
Like,
me
what were you doing?
because my name or my address or something was different on my voting card than my what it is currently. And they were like, "Are you this person?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm this person." This old guy wouldn't
Oh,
let me vote at first.
really?
He thought I felt like I was like he thought I was like an agent or something. Dude, he was hammering on me, man. He was like, "Who the hell are you?"
What did you do?
Because my address changed between like when I got
Oh,
the
are
card.
they really that like
Yeah, they
serious
were
about
like,
the
dude, they were
address?
so suspicious of me. I'm like, bro,
How
I'm
did
like,
they know your address changed?
yeah, because I tried to explain this, I forgot to change it on the webs, like on the when
Oh,
I
you put the old address?
no, it was the old address when I did my like when I signed up for the voting stuff, all my information, and then by the time I voted that next year, my address changed, and I just forgot to update it on everything.
Oh,
I updated it since because I don't want
what?
to have
How
him. I
old
don't
was the
want
guy?
another
Was he
hissy
like a
fit.
50-year? Was he like a 50-year-old man?
He
Like
looked like he
you
was
have to
60,
update. Oh
at
well,
least
well
60.
you could have just knocked him over and he.
But then the woman next to him was like, "Oh my god, just let him go. He's fine. He's fine. You're fine, sir. You're fine."
Bruh.
She was more. I was like, "Thank you. I want to vote for my." It was
He's
like it was the senators and
like a
stuff. The other
stupid. Oh,
it
the
wasn't even like
local.
the most important voting. It was.
He was probably trying to jerry rig it or something. I don't
Oh,
know.
and then the worst part is because the first time I ever voted on one of those machines, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where to press.
You don't know what
Nothing
you're
was
doing.
not because I've never seen it before. I've never seen what it looked like. So I was like, where am I meant to
What are
press? It
you
was the
talking
most
about, bro? It's just it's a booth. It's just
no. When you go to it, like
a
when
terminal.
I look at the thing, like it was the most complicated looking thing I've ever seen.
It's just a touch screen.
It wasn't for me.
What was it for you?
Well, I think you had to like press a button, but it wasn't clear because I was reading the whole thing and I couldn't see where I had to press the name. Like I couldn't just touch the name. I had to like touch somewhere else, and I spent so long on there. People were like, "What's happening in there?" I spent so
What the heck did you do?
I was like I was
Bro,
getting
no wonder why they got mad with you. You're probably like some sort of Russian spy, like trying to
oh
jerry rig.
dude
Like,
they were looking at me hard afterwards. I was like never again. I have not
what were
been.
you doing
I
in there?
didn't
Like,
understand how it worked. I've never seen it before, so it's my first time seeing this machine. I was like, my
weirdo.
my dad was like, "What the hell happened?"
What?
he was concerned. He's like, what happened?
You
I,
sure
was,
you're
I
in the
told
right
him
field here?
I did. You see the names, but I didn't see where to press. I just kept touching their name like an idiot, thinking that's how you
Oh
turn the
my
light on or
god.
something. I didn't see where to press.
Somehow you acted like how old people are supposed
Yeah,
to
that was the
act
first
with
time I felt
technology.
like an old person.
Weirdo.
I'm scared that's happened to me in the next couple of years.
Oh my god,
Well,
you're gonna
cause
get left behind.
when it comes to like certain technology or certain apps, like I've never touched Snapchat, but I don't think that's gonna kill me in the long run.
Yeah, but I think I'd be able to pick up the damn app and use it
Oh,
like,
well, I had a hard time using God, what app was it? Oh, what um whenever I have to use my mom's iPhone because she needs help on something, I'm always confused. But that's also just because I barely touch iPhones, so I'm always confused on the gestures and stuff. Like,
bro, isn't iPhone supposed to be like
yes,
for
meant to
like
be the
smooth
most easy
brain?
user friendly, but for
How
me,
do you, what?
it. I was like, how do you get to this? How do you get to that?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a little confusing.
Boy, I wish you luck. I wish you luck. Bro, how do you...
That's me. That's your
I
friend.
just went in and went out, bro. I just went in and went
I
out.
spent
How
I
do
think
you...
5 minutes.
How? You just go in, tap this, tap
There
that, it's
wasn't anything that
done.
tapped on it. I kept pressing this damn like it's a physical screen that like just has it lights up when you press like like either a button or a it was like an old school machine.
What the hell?
I was so scared. I was like, oh, the whole time I was stressing out. I'm like, I don't know what the frick I'm doing. I can't even ask for like an idiot. You can ask for help, but but the whole time I was like, what the frick am I doing?
It's just a voting booth.
I know, but I've never done it before. I've never seen it.
You're a weirdo.
Whatever. I'll take it to the grave.
You're a
Oh no, I can't take it
weirdo.
to the grave. I said it on here. I can't.
You're a weirdo.
Hey man, calm down.
Well,
Oh,
moving on. What else we got?
oh, it's so sad for me.
Bro, I just can't. That's designed for old people
Yeah,
to not have problems
I
with.
had the most problems.
Oh man.
I've never had more
You're a
problems.
strange guy, man. You're a strange guy.
I'm a strange.
You're a strange individual.
Well, there's that. The most depressing news now. Um, I swear there was something else. I forget now. God damn it. I think DreamCon happened, which is
What the fuck is that?
RDC World's convention. They do it
Oh,
every year. Is it I don't know how many in. I was watching their live stream for it. I still watch those guys, their live streams and stuff. They make me laugh so hard.
and I wonder.
um, I'm trying to think. Was there any other big news? Let me look it up.
Did you hear how? Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say something, but
um, usually there's gaming news, but it's pretty quiet right now.
well, the biggest news was the
The
what's it
Bungie
called?
or
Yeah, the Bungie stuff.
yeah. Oh, EA Play celebrating its anniversary with huge discount for new subscribers.
Bro, who cares about
EA
EA?
Play is the worst thing ever. I wish Origin was still a thing.
Bro, EA is not even making any games right
No,
now,
I meant
right?
it sucks. Like trying to open games, it's the worst application ever. Kai Cenat pushes for Bloodborne remaster.
Or remaster for Bloodborne?
Yeah. What else was it? Trying to think if there was anything else. I thought there was Pokemon news or something, but probably not.
Pokemon.
Yep.
Pokemon.
When do you think the PS5 Pro will eventually come out?
I don't know. Apparently, last minute, some guy said that it may not actually come this year. I think it will.
If it doesn't this year, then
But most definitely next year.
it would have
They
to at
have
this
it.
point.
They have it made.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
there's
there's
leaks.
actual.
It exists.
You know what's funny? I think of a console, like they should just make a console. Just they're gonna get to a point where consoles basically gonna be like a PC where it's customizable.
Well, they're already PCs, but yeah, I get what you
True.
mean.
I mean, like a tower basically. Like, you can every part you can make even better.
I feel like that's what Microsoft is trying to do with all these
Well,
separate series.
they're getting rid of basically Xboxes. They're going full software eventually.
Microsoft Gaming.
I don't. I can see why they would do that because like it probably works in their favor. Maybe, probably not because most people don't care for that. But um, I don't know how you feel about like streaming games slash no physical hardware.
Uh,
I mean, I don't use a console as much, so there is that. But
I still use console.
I don't know. Do you have any like you know you're not really one sided or not?
Nope.
Like I can see the advantages of it, but
Sometimes I just don't want to use my
oh,
mouse and
speaking
keyboard.
of the that PlayStation what's the thing called, the portable or something, the not the PSP,
PSP,
no, but
PS Vita.
no, that new thing that's not that
Oh, the streaming one.
did you see the update on it where you can use
No,
public Wi-Fi?
they couldn't before.
No, well you had to be you had to be in your house or something for it to connect to your, well it has to connect to your PlayStation, but now what's a Mystic, that PlayStation guy, uh Mythic or Mystic, forget his name,
Don't know who.
he has like the guy who's like all PlayStation. You ever seen him before?
Nope.
He went to like different, like he went to like different, like he went to like a Taco Bell, all these different stores like outside, like not in, but like in his car, and he would like try to connect to the Wi-Fi, and if he can, see if it actually works, and it does work if it's a strong connection. And he was just surprised. He's like, "Whoa, I could finally use this thing like away from the house," which seemed almost impossible just because of you have to connect to your PlayStation, which is so dumb. By the way, you don't actually even need a Wi-Fi connection. You only need it to to connect at first or something like that. But beyond that, like as long as the PlayStation's on, like you don't need the actual connection. Like the Wi-Fi is just there to, I guess, connect at
Oh,
first or something, like a weird like handshake type model. So it's weird. I mean, the thing is dumb. They should just make a PSP again.
I don't know, because then they need companies to make actual games for the PSP, and I don't think anyone wants to do that anymore.
That seems like a fun thing. It's like a big mobile game, but bigger than that because it's still, well, it's
I
not a
mean,
mobile game, but
everyone says they want like a PSP, but I don't know if it can
it
actually
can work in
survive.
this market.
Can it? What is it gonna play?
No, I meant like the fact that we have handhelds again, like that are
Yeah, but what are you
mainstream.
gonna play on the handheld?
I guess PlayStation first games. I don't know.
Well, then you gotta do streaming.
Or they could make ports
Ports of what?
of those games, but like on a PlayStation P,
What game?
like the PS5 game I'm talking about. Like
PS5 games on a small device like that?
yeah, I bet. I mean, people could do it on like the Steam Deck and
Dude, Resident Evil 4
oh, did that not run well?
on the iPhone. I mean, like, yeah, Steam Deck might be the best thing you got, but like,
Or the
Steam Deck is
Asus one.
basically
The
Steam
Asus
Deck
one's
is like,
the Rally or Asus.
but like, what you can't do. The reason why Steam Deck works is because it's basically a portable PC.
That is true.
You're connecting to Steam, and you can you're playing the games you have on a Steam account,
That's true.
and then you can just literally all the games on Steam, they let you scale down the graphics to run on a potato. You
Yeah.
can't do that with PS5 games, not on PS5, and they like it's just a completely different you can't go about like PSP. I mean, here's the thing: if they launch something like a new PSP, they need games for the PSP. The only way for it to work is if it works exactly like Steam Deck, and they allow you to like they I don't know they let you, because like all like the PS5 versions, they are all the same version, right? It's not like on PC where like they release this version and they let you scale down the graphics, this and that. Everything on PS5 is locked. Yeah, sometimes you can choose like more frame rates or more quality, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like they don't let you adjust anything else. So I mean, unless they like release like you can connect to your PS5 library and then you can download the game that's hard locked on the lowest settings, then yeah, sure. But even then, like the Steam Deck can't play like crazy games like that. Like it can play stuff like Cyberpunk, but for like 2 hours. So I mean, it's not even efficient.
Oh, I see.
I mean, it could work, but like it would require them to break out of a lot of boundaries they've set for themselves, and I just don't see them doing that.
Yeah.
Um, and plus, like during the PSP era, they had PSP games, like
That's true.
so.
I mean, would you want to see one made though, or
A PSP,
a handheld? Yeah, for Sony, or
a
it's not
handheld
something.
for
Are you even a
Sony.
handheld guy anymore? Have you used any?
Well, here's the thing. If I play something, I play it on my phone.
Okay, well, I mean,
So
technically that's handheld.
it depends what I
what
want to
if they
play.
made like a Sony Ericsson again, but on a good phone? I mean, you don't need that because we have gaming phones now, but we have. When I was a kid, all I
Uh,
wanted was a Sony Ericsson.
Sony Ericsson.
You know
Oh, like that.
the
That was
PlayStation phone.
yeah. I
It
remember
looked
that.
like this as a kid. I was like, "This is it." I'm like, "This is."
It looked pretty cool, but
I I've seen people talk like review it like they bought one on eBay, and still to this day I'm like, this thing in my head just I'm like, oh, what an idea to because Sony literally makes phones. They're like, let's put PlayStation in it. Let's make a PSP Go, but as a phone. Let's. I mean, that's base. It literally has like the PSP handheld part when you open it up.
yeah.
Which I'm like, damn, that's sick as hell.
What was it? The PSP Go, right?
Well, yeah, the phone was more like the PSP Go shape because it's smaller, and the triggers are like more tap based, I think, than actual click.
Yeah.
Oh, those were the days.
No longer.
Do you remember your first phone?
Yeah.
What kind of phone was it?
Samsung.
Oh, really? Mine was either I think it was a Pantech. It was called this. It slides up and down a slide phone type thing with a
Oh.
keyboard.
My first actual cell phone was like a cell phone.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, because mine was, it was called a Pant. I can actually look it up and
It
send
was
it
like
to
one
you.
of those old ones where you had to like the number, the text. You had to like
Did it have a
keep on
keypad?
pressing the same key.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's like those old phones,
I
old
had
cell
that.
phones. And then right after that, I got actually, I had this Samsung before that.
Do you
Yeah, I
remember
had
what
the
kind of
Samsung
Samsung?
before that. It was like a no, I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember what the frick I had.
But then after that, I got the cell phone, and then my first actual like phone that I kept around. I still have it, but it's broken now. It's
I still have my first
iPhone
phone.
5.
Oh, really? Dude, that was a game changer, that phone.
iPhone 5. I remember playing Call of Duty Strike Team or whatever on it.
Oh, yeah.
That was so awesome. And
Those
then
were,
Infinity
remember,
Blade.
what game did we play together? That zombie, or the,
Yeah, it was like 2013 Zombie Wars or something like that.
we old me play.
Or no, Outbreak something.
Yeah. This,
Yeah.
I'm sending you the picture. I think this was what it looked
And then
like.
like you got like a grenade
This
launcher,
was my
and
phone.
then I
I
wonder if you can
sent it.
play that still. Yeah,
Huh?
let me.
Oh, back in 2011, I think. Those were the. I never imagined.
Oh, they look like a BlackBerry.
Yeah, it's. I mean, all the phones were like Blackberries at the
Remember
time.
Vlad had a BlackBerry. Yeah.
Those were. You know what's my I don't know why, but phones were so interesting to me back. It was like a different world, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, of course, we saw the end of that era before it became, touchscreen and all that. Because the
yeah.
first iPhone was what 20 uh the 2008? No. Do you remember the first iPhone? 2008 or something
First
like that?
iPhone was like 2000 and
Because the iPad was 2010, I think, but 2008 was the iPhone.
was it 2008? I thought it was like 2000.
I think it's 2008. Because what?
2007.
When did the iPhone 10 come out?
2007 was the first iPhone.
Because the iPhone 10 was the anniversary.
2007.
Okay. And yet, an iPhone came out, but I'm still on that freaking pan check. I'm like, this is the phone I have. It can handle any fall.
Huh.
It would fall every time. It never broke. I was like, hell yeah. And then I switched to what was it? One of my earliest phones was I had a Windows phone by Nokia.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
It had Windows 7 or 10. No, 7 before it became Windows 10. That was early on. That was awesome. And then I had like a Samsung. I had an LG. Uh, that went. That. There's no more LGs anymore. Um, those were the days. And then you know what's funny? The phone I have now is my first Samsung. Isn't that crazy? My Samsung S20 FE or whatever. First time I ever had a Samsung. Oh wait,
Really.
that might have been a lie. I might have had a crazy old Samsung, but I just don't remember what it looked like. But it was like the main line. It wasn't like an S series. It was like before that or something like that. I give my money to Korea.
Ouch. I mean, I don't know. Samsung still makes
They're still
phones,
some of
right?
the best of for an Android device. They're up there. Especially I've used a what do they call the Fold like in Best Buy to feel it, and I was like, damn, I can get used to that feel of opening and closing. I was like, this
Oh,
$2,000 phone. And they have the flip phone. They have the S24 Ultra. The Ultra line is insane. They used to have the Note, which was their big phone, but now it became the Ultra with the S Pen and all that. I heard. Did
oh,
you hear the leaks? Supposedly, the iPhones might make a fold phone. I mean,
I don't know why.
well, I know. I mean, like after all, these two companies have gone back and forth throughout history. Like Samsung would either take from iPhone or iPhone would take from Samsung each year when it comes to either software related stuff or mostly software related. And they got to a point where like, well, Apple does not have to make a fold. Like people, like it won't change anything. It'll be too experimental for them, just like their VR. Like Samsung, they're on their fifth or sixth or fifth model of it. Like they've had 5
Really?
years now to experiment with this phone, so it's not in the experiment stages anymore. Thank God. So they're in a good stage where it's big. It's actually pretty good from each. Too bad the Surface line never had that treatment. People said F this immediately. People they never saw the
Uh-huh.
beauty. I think people just said F Microsoft to be honest.
Huh.
Uh, man, they just brought back a lot of memories of all my phones.
I mean,
I had
yeah,
that.
I don't,
I
how
had
many
it.
phones do you have?
You mean overall?
Yeah.
I've collected. I have four. I've held on to, but overall, let me think. So the one, two, three, probably like 7 phones.
7 phones?
It could be more, but I cannot remember anymore. I can't because I had the Razor phone. And that phone, still to this day, I love. If I turn it on, thank God it still has charge. I can charge it.
Oh,
That thing had 120 FPS years ago. I was like, hell yeah! I was the second Razr phone. Never had the first. I was like,
hmm.
this is amazing. This phone is awesome. Like this phone.
What were you doing with it that made you think
I
that?
barely gained that much, but that's the sad irony.
Oh,
I just liked the power it had though. Just like it had a crazy amount of RAM for the time. Uh, it was more than 8. I don't remember. It could have been 8, but at the time it felt like crazy because like all my stuff was open in the background and it could handle it. It wouldn't close if it wouldn't reopen or something. Now this Samsung has like 6 gigs of RAM. It can still do fine, but when it comes to gaming, it's all right. But I don't game that much on phones. I mean, I play like the card games and that's it. That doesn't really take a lot of power.
oh.
Thank God. Like I've been playing Snap like crazy here and there, like when I'm
You
not
still
home.
play? You still play that?
Yeah. I just have so much. I'm surprised how much fun I have in a game like that because it's like it's nothing like Yu-Gi-Oh. It's nothing like Poke. It's nothing like anything else. The way it works, and I have so. I've tried. Have you ever tried? Was that Hearthstone or?
Hearthstone, yeah.
I've tried it for friend, and I was like, I'm not into it. Like, it's
What
not
you
for
want
me.
to play? You
But
want to play
but like the
Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah.
well, here's the like I have Yu-Gi-Oh's the one game where even if I do horrible, I know I still like the game though, like the mechanics of the cards.
Oh,
Like okay, like playing with you, like I could lose horribly, and yet I know to myself I'm never switching card game.
well, you want to play? You want to play?
Not right now.
You want to play? Oh, why
But
not?
well, I'm playing Warframe, but
That's such a lame excuse.
that's not an excuse. I'm having fun. Oh, my controller just died.
That's such a lame excuse, bro.
Like I tried getting back on Pokemon, and I was like, how does anyone play this? It's like the most boring.
Pokemon.
Like there's no like the
What?
system is so it's too simple.
You think it's boring?
I like the cards, but the actual game itself is like, oh, this is more simple than I thought. Or maybe it's not. I guess when you compare it to Yu-Gi-Oh, it's a lot simpler.
Oh my god.
I like how you
I think it's
quit playing just because I got your card.
what?
The
Pokemon?
yeah, we were playing it for a little bit.
Right, yeah, your dad found it in like a trash can
Yep.
or something.
Isn't that funny? He's like, I found it. He literally found it like in the trash.
There was no other way to get more cards except that you bought the real thing.
Yeah. And he was like, oh yeah, take a look. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. I opened. I'm like, holy crap! I'm like,
Yeah.
I think I thought of you first. I was like, oh man, wait till I tell him. I was like, wait till.
That's the weirdest things, man. Like, whatever I want,
I get
somehow
it.
you get it. And what you want, I get it.
Oh yeah, like in Destiny 1
Yeah.
with the trial guns.
Yep.
That made me so mad at first, and you too. You're like, God damn.
So I didn't want this garbage.
I found out I like the scout rifle.
Uh-huh.
Can you imagine if they ever remastered that game?
What?
Like
Destiny
yeah,
1?
just to put on PC.
I hope not.
I
You
would
know, what
play
they
it.
should have done, is, ported all the stuff over.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't. Because at this point they just took everything that Destiny 1 had, and now they literally added everything back. Sort of. But it's in a different game. But it's
I don't know,
I would play it though just because I would enjoy playing that game.
well,
Like
you
even with no new stuff, I just enjoy being in that version of the game. Especially with Crucible was actually fun back then.
was it? Oh yeah, wait, yeah, what's it called? One of the criticisms is that they haven't added any Crucible maps, right?
Yeah, there's like no Crucible team working. There's
Well, it's a
which is weird
shame.
because I'm like, There's like a big subsection of the community that plays just Crucible.
That is strange.
Like, the streamers, a lot of them play Crucible,
Yeah, I just don't
and
get it.
yet they don't do anything for Crucible. They tried pushing freaking what's it called, super hard. What's his name? The other. Uh,
Gambit?
yeah, that was being pushed hard like hell, but then no one talks
You
about
sure?
in the beginning because they had the season, and then they added the new version, and but
I mean,
Crucible
yeah,
the
because,
whole
like,
time
oh,
was
Gambit Prime?
yeah. But I'm saying the whole time while that was happening, Crucible was on the backhand of things.
I mean, yeah.
The only thing with Crucible is that you have Trials or you have Iron Banner, and sadly those things don't feel
I like how they went through, like, multiple renditions of Trials. They went, like, Trials of the Nine, which was 4v4.
it felt
Remember
so
when the...
stale.
Yeah, it was still.
Well, that's because the game was stale.
They sucked.
The game sucked.
The game just straight up sucked. Like, there's no
I
way
do miss
around it.
parts of that vanilla version, like the memories, not the
Yeah,
beat.
yeah, I didn't even have any good memories,
Well,
bro.
my memories of like
We didn't even do anything.
John getting the cannon.
That was bullshit. I thought it was like some crazy secret. Nah, he just got an exotic drop.
Yeah, we're playing football or I mean
Bro,
soccer.
we put in all the work and we got like nothing. The exotics were so
We got
boring.
nothing.
The exotics were so boring. Everything was just boring.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, that first year was something all right.
It was just stupid.
It was just
It was stupid.
that's an interesting way of looking at it.
Well, you disagree?
No, I don't disagree.
It was stupid. Like, it was literally Destiny 1, but inferior in every way.
Oh yeah.
What was nothing good about it?
And then it's funny how the game repeats itself um with the first expansion of both games. The big expansion, I mean.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it literally repeated itself. Like was it Taken King was like the best, and then Forsaken was the best.
Yeah.
It's a weird fitting thing. So
But then after that, it just kind of went on its own.
I'm happy it had its highs, not super highs, but you know with Witch Queen, and even then it it was faltering. But it's funny. I like the Witch Queen year more than the Forsaken one.
Witch Queen, really?
Well, sorry, more. I like the. I didn't really care for the main quest as much as the Witch Queen one. I actually like the Witch. Well, that was also because Witch Queen they added they were slightly changing things like with they had the hard mode. They had the. I also just like the campaign mission more. But when it comes to the actual expansions, um, no, I think I did enjoy myself during Forsaken probably more. But everything that happened during Witch Queen, I was there for the whole ride. So, and I was there before it too with the that 6 month season. Freaking do you remember what that season was called? Season of the Wish.
Season of the Wish?
Remember, it was
I
the
think I
six.
took a dip for that.
It was the 6 month season instead of 3 month. And
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I took a dip for
I
that.
loved it because that season had the modifiers for the fusion rifles. So fusion rifles, they were king for 6 months. I was having, I was
So
like, the
they will
Jotun
not.
is back. I'm like, the Jotun is the greatest weapon ever conceived by this.
The greatest weapon.
I still think it's the greatest finest
Isn't
achievement.
didn't they nerf it though?
They nerfed it. And I still used it for that whole year. It
How
worked
did they
for me.
nerf
I
it?
don't know. I just made it
It's like the
work.
tracking work, like
Oh
weaker
yeah, the
now.
tracking sucked when it came to It got better. I mean, maybe I just made it better. I don't know. Maybe I got closer to my enemies. Because I would make people rage so hard in Crucible using the Jotun. Like, I
really?
would keep using it, and people would, like, literally quit, or they start using a different weapon altogether.
Huh.
People are like, you can't use that. I'm like, why? I'm like, what the hell? Like, what do you mean you can't use stuff? I'm like, use what the hell you want, man.
Yeah, because it's got like, I mean,
I'm like, this gun isn't like the best gun right now. It's been nerfed and everything, and they're telling me it's like, oh man, you can't be using someone. You just killed it. I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I'm just shooting away. I'm like, you have no skill. I'm like, you can call me whatever. I'm having fun here.
did people actually message you or?
No, like, they typed it, yeah, in the the public
Oh,
chat, and I'm like, bro, I'm like, who cares if I'm just having fun right now. Who the I'm
yeah.
like,
Well, you're using a cheap gun, and you're a piece of shit for
I'm
doing
not
it.
playing no ranked or anything.
You're a
I'm playing regular
loser.
Crucible, and this is how people
You're a
act.
loser.
It's not like the days where I used NL Shadow back in D1.
I know Shadow wasn't even good,
I liked it, Crucible.
but it wasn't
It was
good.
fast firing, right? Or
Yeah, but it wasn't good. Like, no, I don't think anyone complained like I know Shadow.
okay, well maybe I just brought up a random gun.
Okay, man. Okay.
I couldn't think of a different gun in D1. Like Hawkmoon, maybe?
Hawk. Nobody complained about it though.
Was there a gun they complained about? I can't think of any gun specifically. If there was.
I don't think so.
Oh, maybe that's why D1 was also better.
Was it? Was there?
Did they nerf in D1 as much as they do in D2? I don't remember.
They nerfed Ford.
Oh yeah. But when it came to a lot of weapons, there wasn't like crazy nerfs all around. At least it didn't feel like that because
Came
I was
to
still
weapons.
back then. I was still enjoying myself in Crucible with all the different weapons.
I don't know.
But I look at it fondly because I don't remember everything.
And then what's it called? It got pretty. In Destiny 2, that was when all the shit hit the fan.
Oh yeah, it was pretty bad, especially Forsaken with all those Pinnacle type or whatever they're called weapons.
Yeah,
That was
like Luna's Howl.
yeah.
That became.
People
I
were
think that's
hating.
okay now, but like people really hated it because it
I
was so
I thought it
fast.
was nerfed like crazy.
I think it was.
You can get it now. I think it's unsunsetted or whatever. Like you can re-get it.
Yeah, you can. It's just not as good anymore.
Well, yeah, because now we have like. Well, I don't know if they reintroduced it like to unsunset. I mean, it can compete with weapons now, but it probably can't.
Probably can. Yeah.
Did you ever like that weapon back then?
I don't know because I used Recluse. I
Oh
used Recluse
yeah.
most of the time.
Wait, Recluse was which hand cannon? Oh no, that's not hand cannon. That was
That's an SMG.
SMG. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I almost forgot what the hell I was talking about.
It was a weapon of mass destruction.
They brought that back, I think.
Yeah.
Or no, so they had a weapon that was just like it, like the archetype, but then they actually did bring the Recluse back. I got it.
It's just never as
No, it
good
came out
again.
before this last expansion, I think. Yeah, or did it come out this year? I don't even remember.
Huh.
Those were there was some good. You know what's funny? If I ever do get on Destiny, I just go to Crucible since that's the only thing that's fun for me. Surprisingly, I just test out old weapons because I'm like, what was
When
good
was the last time
again?
you did that?
Like 3 months ago.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would go on for like an hour and just play on Crucible and use hand
Oh wait, didn't
cannons.
you play it when the new mode came out?
I did. Was that this year?
Yeah.
You know what's sad? I can't remember any timeline in my head anymore.
Oh my god.
Like I know I did it, but I couldn't remember when that was. I talked to Vlad about that because he played it too.
Yeah, because I think yeah.
It was alright. Like it's nothing that I would say is I would probably like do over like a crazy amount, but who knows? I'm happy it's in the game, and we talked about it. I think we did talk about it on stream, maybe.
Did we?
We might have. I feel like we talked, or I know I talked to you about how, how Destiny should, the whole point they were gonna, people wanted it the whole time. You bring in the wave stuff, but it's not.
Oh yeah, but now it's like too late.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I remember.
people
Yeah,
are happy it's here and all, but it's just that it's not the.
like it's a little too late.
Yeah, it doesn't land the same way. It doesn't, which sucks. But
Hey man, that's just how it is.
I'm trying to think. It's funny because I've talked to other people when we play Destiny, and I'm the only guy who ever loved fusion rifles.
I mean,
Like
yeah, because they're kind of boring to use.
they were never boring for me. I just like everything. I like the aspect of a fusion. I don't know. In my head, I'm like, these are the coolest things. I have the archetype of it. Yeah. I've always liked it from day one. I was like, fusion rifles the way to go. And then I had the dark. What was it called? Dark claw? No, dark. Uh, the weapon where you can get the. What's his name? What's his name's brother? The Crota's brother. That mission, whatever the Nightfall.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're
Wait,
talking about.
did it come from that Nightfall? The fusion rifle, the white one. The pulse
No,
rifle came
nah.
from.
Oh no, it's not his.
Oh no, you're right.
About D1. It's the other guy. What's his name? Alucard.
That's what I meant.
Alucard or what? Alucard. Yeah, where you can get his head.
Oh no, not the. I was thinking of the fusion rifle. Is that not from him?
That is from him.
Okay.
Yeah, Darkblade's Spite
Yeah,
or something.
the Spite or Darkblades. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pulse rifle is from what's her name, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I get confused so much.
No. Yeah, yeah, it's from Omnigal.
What was the pulse
Did you
rifle
bring
called?
that back? Grasp of Malik.
Yeah, they never brought it back. They
Yeah,
brought
of
that.
course they did.
Remember they brought the actual mission back, but it wasn't her.
Yeah.
And it was a different type of. Like the ending was slightly different.
Stupid.
I was like, you bring this back, but you don't bring back the actual mission. I mean the weapons.
Well, like it was some. Anyway, they slightly changed it too because they opened like the opening. There's like a giant. Yeah.
Well, and the ending was different too.
Yeah, the ending was I won.
I won. Man, we
That
played
was the
those.
ending.
Those were the good days when strikes were like addictive. We can just keep playing them over and over because there was like something to get out of it.
Yeah.
The chance of those weapons. And then they had the treasure keys or whatever in year 3, or whatever they're called. Strike keys. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, the skeleton key?
Yeah, skeleton. I said strike key.
Yeah.
Which those are fun too. I think year 3, honestly, looking back, I know it's the weakest, but it's actually one of the best compared to a lot in D2.
Yeah, D2 is
Like you look back at year 3, I look at it fondly as hell. I'm like, I love it.
Year 3
of D1.
Year 3 of D1? Yeah. I
It
gotta
was
agree.
a fun year.
They're still trying to catch up.
Like I know Iron Banner's not for everybody, or any of the Iron stuff, but
Iron Banner, is there even a point to Iron Banner in season, Destiny 2?
Well, what's his name's not even part of it anymore, or maybe he is, I don't know.
Paladin.
He's too busy working with the turtles. He's turtle guy now.
Oh.
I think. Unless it changed.
Yeah, he's working with the, Yep.
I haven't seen a lot of I haven't seen the story, what are they called? What the hell is it called again? Not the seasons, the
episodes?
Yeah, I haven't seen any of them, so I don't know.
The episode stories are pretty boring.
I have no idea what they even talk about.
They talk about, I think this one is like, the recent one is, what's his name? Saint 14. He's like...
Oh yeah, okay, with the Vex, right?
Yeah, and he's like,
They bring
"Is
in the
this
Vex
me?
killer.
Which one is me? Who is the real me?" And he's like, "They're all me. We're all the real me." Bro,
We're
but people
all
point out
me.
how like this guy's got his mind wiped 14 times. Like, is this really a big deal?
There's a lot of people that aren't their true selves.
Yeah.
Especially when they're guardians. I mean, after all, you die 1,000 times.
Pretty weird.
It would be funny if he called himself Saint 14 because he only died 14 times. I'm like, that's a weird reason to count that. That's a weird. Like, every guardian died.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank God it's.
I don't know.
Is it boring just because it's mostly like just like this quick movie like cutscene?
The story's just not interesting.
Oh, that sucks. I
But
wish it
yeah.
was better, honestly. They made it
I,
seem like
I I wish it was, but I'm not surprised it's not. Like, I'm just not surprised it's not. Like,
I'm not surprised.
I'm just not surprised. It could have been better.
I mean, what would you want out of these
Out of the
stories?
episodes,
Yeah, the other episodes.
I'd like them to be cool, but instead they're going a completely
What
different
do you think they
direction.
were
Like,
trying to get out of these episodes compared to
I think
seasons?
I don't know, I think they're trying to, if I'm being real, it's like the same stories you got in the seasons. It's just the difference is like how they deliver the content. Which I think it's like the pacing is different, that's it.
Oh,
I don't really know,
yeah, I haven't seen it. That's why I'm like curious.
well, I think I just gave you a I don't know what's going on
Well, I haven't seen
recently
like
at
the
all.
actual. I mean, you could tell by like how
I
it
don't even know what
looks.
happens in Final Shape, but apparently, like,
I've seen the
something
end of
about
Final Shape.
the Lakshmi is actually a half of the original Vex researcher or something,
Oh
and
my
then
god, they brought
you find out,
Lakshmi stuff back.
and then
Hell
you
yeah,
find
my
out like,
favorite annihilation
and then you
races.
find out what's it called? She's actually Maya's Thunderrush or whatever the
Oh
hell. I don't
my
even know who
god.
that is. I don't know who that is.
Wait,
I've been
Maya?
Maya Sandarosh, not Marasov, Maya
I don't even know who that
Sandarosh.
is.
I don't know who that is either.
Usually I know this stuff.
Yeah, I just don't know.
I'm surprised I don't know.
I can't believe you don't know.
I
I
know,
thought you
right?
knew everything about the story. Wait a minute, what am I talking about? I remember back then you're like, how do you tell it's a hive?
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind, I take it
You
back.
should have just told me watch Bife. You should,
Oh yeah, you should have just watched Bife.
that should be your answer. Just watch Bife.
Watch Bife.
You'll understand.
Just watch Bife.
Now Bife is more than just story guy. He's like, this game, he has actual input. It's got to a
Should have
point
just
where
watched
he talks
Bife.
about his input. The man
Should
who
have just
just
watched
talk,
Bife.
yeah, should have just watched Bife or Unknown Player. Actually, he doesn't do that, but
Unknown player. Oh, does he even still play?
he does a podcast with Bife where he used to.
Really?
Yeah, they talk about Destiny. Who knew?
Oh, Bife still plays the game?
Yeah, he's still. Yeah, his channel's still active.
Huh. I mean, well, recently, you just see what happened?
With what?
Like, everyone's just talking about that. Like, Paul Tassi's talking about the future of Destiny. Everyone's just talking about
Oh,
the future of Destiny.
I surprisingly have not.
Everyone's just like,
Maybe it's for the
oh,
better
man.
for me not to see this. It's not on my feed.
Oh, but it's fine if you watch every other rage bait thing, but this is real. This is real, but nope.
But nope.
But yeah, let me watch every other rage bait that doesn't matter. Okay, man. Okay. nerd.
He called me a nerd for that. My God, this Torrid Incarnate or whatever is amazing.
Yeah, that's alright.
It's up
It's
there with my
okay.
Phantasma.
Oh, this shit's better than Phantasma. Get that shit out
I
of
know
here.
it is.
Get
But
that
I
shit
love
out
the
of here.
Phantasma. How long have we been going? I think it's like over an hour now.
Probably like over an hour, yeah.
Hour and 30. I mean, it doesn't have to be a
Oh,
really long one. These two podcasts are gonna come out within like a day of each other.
yeah.
So I mean, unless you have anything else to say.
Um, I don't think so. I think that's it.
I'm looking forward to I think August 20 something 8th or something. They have the Black Ops 6 event, like
I
for like
got
streamers.
6.
I think this is like something Call of Duty next or what it's called. I don't know.
Next. Is that
Yeah,
already coming up?
isn't that the August 20? Yeah, August 28th. They have a COD thing. I'm interested into it.
Damn.
Black Ops 6 is I don't know. I'm fascinated. I don't know what your
Black Ops 6
opinion.
is alright.
Like, do you
Um,
think you'll? I mean, for you, nothing will, at the moment will be Modern Warfare, but do you think you'll play it?
I don't know.
Do you think it'll be better than
Maybe.
MW3 right now?
Campaign-wise, yeah.
Well, I mean, just multiplayer wise.
Oh, multi, I don't know.
Like, how do you
I
feel
don't know.
about MW3?
W3's multiplayer is pretty good.
I
Well, like,
still enjoy it.
a lot
I
of people
just,
don't admit it, but I think it's definitely one of it's definitely one of the better call multiplayers we've got. Like, it's better than a lot of stuff.
I don't see the complaints compared to MW2, which makes
Well,
sense.
yeah, because no one really played, like,
Well, no, I'm saying
everyone
because you know
saw
how
this, and then
MW2
they,
was,
oh yeah,
it was a crap show of just one after another. Of like, what are you doing? I'm like, what? Are you?
well, that's the thing, they did nothing.
Yeah. So I guess anything's better than nothing, but this is better than just that. I think because they have been doing
Oh
like
yeah, because there's content, there's actually
there
content.
is crazy amount of
There's,
content. Like
I mean, I
they
played it
have like
recently,
in-game
like,
activities, challenges all the time.
yeah, there's new maps all the time, there's a bunch of
Like
maps, there's a lot of
I'm gonna
camos
be
you can
honest,
unlock.
this might be one of the first Call of Duty in a while that really has done this much for the game.
If you play multiplayer, then yeah, you'll have a lot of stuff to
That's what I
do,
meant.
and
Like
you'll have fun.
multiplayer truly has a crazy amount to do.
But zombies,
Oh yeah,
they kind of they abandoned zombies.
I'm actually kind of
And
pissed off to be honest.
campaign they also abandoned.
They made me hyped because it looked like it was something worthwhile. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know.
but I should have known because I'm like, it's not a true zombies experience. So what am I expecting?
I would not play this game for campaign at all.
Oh no.
I mean, now it's on the Xbox
Well, I don't
Game
know if
Pass.
anyone really plays just for campaign, but
Well, all the campaigns were solid. This is
no, I know. I meant
definitely
like if I had to buy a
this is
Call of
definitely the
Duty, I
worst
wouldn't
one.
buy it just the campaign alone. It's most likely going to be multiplayer, but
What are you
I
talking about? What?
well,
I'd buy Black Ops 1 just for the campaign.
well, yeah, retro, yeah, because the one's playing the multiplayer, but no.
No, I wouldn't even touch multiplayer. I just
Well,
play for
yes, okay,
Black Ops 1.
retroactively, I would agree with you, but I mean like
What do you mean retroactively?
if it's a new Call of Duty, I'm most likely
Oh, okay, yeah,
getting.
okay, maybe, yeah. You'd get it for the entire package, yeah.
Yes, that's what I meant. Man, Black Ops One campaign was something. I There is nothing like Black Ops One campaign till this day.
I can't believe you didn't play Black Ops 2 campaign.
At the time, I don't know if I ever truly finished it. I know everything, but I don't remember physically finishing it. I did Black Ops 3.
Really?
Yeah, because
Wait, you played Black Ops 3, but you didn't finish
remember
Black
you
Ops
came
2?
to my house. We were doing the nightmare mode and everything. Or no, maybe we were gonna play nightmare. I thought that unlocked afterwards. Maybe I don't know.
Oh.
Because the nightmare mode is meant to come after the main campaign in that game,
Oh.
if I recall. If I recall. Um, that campaign is interesting. It's not the best, but I'm happy they made a game like that. I'm like, it's fat for Call of Duty, like such a mainstream game. They're like, let's make this insane game. Let's just make this like I don't know. I'm like, that's cool. I like how Treyarch. When it comes to a Treyarch game, I think zombie first, of course. Like in my head, I'm like, this is the zombie year. I'm like most people probably don't even play zombies, but in my head, like this Call of Duty year is all about zombies in my head. When it comes to Treyarch. But when it comes to, you play a Modern Warfare, you're like, well, it's probably multiplayer first for everyone. But I wonder how
Huh.
people feel about, like, people love the Treyarch games, like Black Ops 2, of course. Like, multiplayer was solid.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite multiplayer looking back. I had a lot of fun.
Wait, which one?
Black Ops 2 multiplayer. I know people prefer it, like, as the
Black Ops 2
best.
multiplayer is awesome.
And there is, I'm not saying it isn't, but it's not my favorite. As in, like, it's my number one. You know what's funny? My number one, my top three would be, it would have Black Ops 2 in it, it would have MW3 in it, and you know what's funny? This might sound insane, but when it comes to
Advanced
actual,
Warfare?
when it comes to actual playtime, it might be Advanced Warfare up there.
Uh,
Like I actually had fun. That's the first time I actually really tried Prestige in a lot, because I was
I
like this.
mean,
I was so
I don't
addicted to
know.
that game.
I don't know.
I love the KF5, the BAL, all of them.
KF, oh, the fucking MP, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, yeah, I remember. The Anthrax.
Yeah,
I don't know, okay.
it's coming
Eh,
back. Oh, the
yeah, it's
BAL's in the
coming
game,
back.
right?
Yeah,
Uh,
the battle's in the game, yep.
I saw a YouTube video, but I was like, what? I was like, where the hell am I?
There's a lot. They brought the Spaz 12 back. They brought back a lot of guns.
Man, people must be happy. They're like, yes.
People who play the game, yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
bring
yeah.
back the guns that people actually enjoy. Stop making new guns all the time.
I want them to bring in
I'm joking.
the
Of course, I'm okay with
416.
new guns, but like, if the fact that they could, like, you made these guns under your IP, like, just bring them back. I'm like, just
I want them to bring in the 416.
what was the 416? The
Well, it's never actually, technically it's been in the
okay.
game. It's the M27, but
Oh, in Ghost? No.
no.
Sorry, that was.
Actually, that 417 was in Ghost.
Oh, okay. Not the M26. Is that an Advanced Warfare? No, Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2, right?
Yeah, Black Ops 2.
Sorry, I thought I was trying to remind myself. I was like M27. I was like the one gun I barely played in zombies with, because it was not in any freaking map besides Nuketown zombies.
Nuketown.
MV LSAT, no,
Nuketown.
one of the machine guns was only on Nuketown zombies.
No. Elsa is also unburied.
Then it must have been another machine gun, right? If I remember. You only
Could be
can get from.
Scar.
No, it was another one, like a big.
RPD.
Yes, I
No,
could.
RPD was on town.
Oh, okay. I swore there was another gun that was on Nuketown only. I could be wrong.
M16.
Is that 16 in that? Oh. I don't remember
No, never mind.
M16.
No, M16
It
was
was
in
M27 was
Green
in
Run. It
Nuketown
was
and
also
then
on Transit.
oh okay. Man, those they never did a they never did that ever again like a Nuketown Zombies. Oh no, what am I saying? They did
No,
Alpha
Alpha
Omega.
Omega.
I never played Alpha Omega, but besides story and Easter eggs, like people are like it was a waste of a map.
Yeah. The entire Black Ops 4 saga was a waste.
Tag Dare and Tone looked cool, but I don't know
I've
how.
never played it.
I
I've
don't know
never
if it
played
was
it.
ever played like if it played well.
I have never played
They
it.
brought back the Thunder Gun.
I've really?
Remember when they first brought back the Thunder Gun in what's the last map in Black Ops 3?
Black Ops 3 Revelation?
Yeah, they brought back the Thunder Gun for the first time since Black Ops. Wait,
They did?
Black Ops 1, right?
Oh, because I
It,
remember it was also in the other
it
games.
wasn't in Black Ops 2. Am I remembering that correctly? The Thunder Gun was never brought back in Black Ops 2. Instead, they
Thunder
had
Gun?
that wave gun in transit. And
The Thunder Gun.
yeah, Thunder Gun was never in Black Ops 2. Or am I?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, yeah. The first time it was brought back was Forsaken. Or, I mean, Is that what you said?
Was in Forsaken?
Wait, what the hell's...
Forsaken?
Sorry, what was the map called again?
Revelations.
Revelation. I get the names all.
Man, you're getting me mixed up here,
Yeah,
bro.
that was the first time it was brought back. They were like the freaking Thunder Gun. And then they put it they brought back the Zombie Chronicles came afterwards, but that was sick. I totally forgot that Thunder, like one of the most famous weapons that in reality sucks at a certain round, but
Wait.
it did nothing after like a certain round. Like it just pushed him back slightly. Those were the days playing Kino.
Really?
Yeah, I remember the Thunder Gun didn't do well like after like maybe like round 30 or something. Back in BO1. People used it, of course, because it's like it worked, but it's just with the ammo efficiency and those high rounds with the ray gun. But even the ray gun it worked. But I remember I preferred. I think I used like a little more,
I like the Galil.
or the RPK, or the GL. What's it called? GL? No, not GL. The other LMG, the G something.
In what game?
The L BO1. It was like the L. There was two machine guns. Sorry, I mean heavy machine guns. LMGs. There was the RPK and the L something. I don't remember the
The
name.
Black Ops 3?
No, Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1?
Yeah, zombies. They had two LMGs. One of them I didn't care
Stoner,
for.
right? It was the Stoner.
Oh, sorry, 3. Was it Stoner in zombies?
There's not the.
No, I don't think it was.
No.
But it was the other
It's
one.
not the. It's like a H. It's a
H.
HK. It's a G. It's a G something. It's a giant G. It's a giant G.
It's a giant G.
G3. G3. G3 something.
There was a G11, but that's not the Black Ops 1. LMG.
No, G11 is something else.
I know, but that was also in the game.
It's like a G30. No,
HK21.
G3. HK21. Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the HKG3.
I've never seen that gun ever again. Or at least called that.
Cause it's an old. I mean, it's just a HK. It's a HKG. It's part of the HKG series.
Oh. Well, I hated it back then. The RPK was just. I like the RPK so much more.
I think you're racist.
Damn, I knew it.
Listen up, kid. I don't know. You know what you're talking about here.
Okay, well, I was an hour and 43.
Damn.
Unless you got anything else.
Unfortunately, I don't.
Okay, well, this is the first time to have 2 parts in 1 week, so hopefully it goes well. You'll see when you hear this whenever it comes in.
I hope it doesn't go well. I hope you get fired.
Any horrible things to say before I cut off?
I'm the real Bungie CEO. I let go all of those people, and I'm gonna tell them all to get a job at EA so I can buy EA and sell off EA. And I also think the Jews still have